today. From Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Washington Football Team.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Football Team and the Las Vegas Raiders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for visiting Washington, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First down, Washington.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Antonio
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
There on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the play. And it's third.
On third down, Gibson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be fourth down and a few inches.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And it's 3-0 Washington.
Makes this Washington 3, Raiders 0.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 now. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line.
First 40. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Right at the 40.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run it with Jacobs.
And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line.
It's 27. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 4 catches, 55 yards.
And he was able to pull that last pass in, but he's going to face a tall order here because he's going up against the number 2 unit in the NFL against the pass.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now back to throw. His throw caught at the 5. Taken into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
That quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
The throw taken in by Sims. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
So on fourth down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A man over the middle, and it's complete. That's good. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Leonard Fournette might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Running is Jacobs. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. The kicker here is complete.
And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal.
And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's a look for the end zone, and that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for.
But now it's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Now they'll throw here. Out they go. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Carlson able to put this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
Washington 3.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now we get another look at Washington on offense.
Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That'll be complete to Cook. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a give right side. It's Gibson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Gibson.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
There on the tackle. A gain of 5. First down.
They'll look to throw, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
He's going to drop this one down to Gibson.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's Tressway now, as he's on to punt for Washington. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate.
We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5.
That one is slant to McLaurin.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
It's a gain of
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Washington.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and now it's second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Lead to DeMarcus Robinson.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Gay's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4.
Makes the score Raiders 10, Washington 6.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Their own 26-yard line.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and 1. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
And he comes back with one complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half.
43.
He hit his first. Now this from 43. The kick by Carlson is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6.
Raiders 13. Washington 6.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out in Denver, and it's the Broncos who have the lead in the 2nd quarter. Eddie Lacy responsible for the lone touchdown in the game thus far as he's thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we head over to the West Coast. Check out the Niners at home at Levi Stadium. And you can see there it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. Derek Carr has a couple of touchdown passes there. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. 31-13 was the final. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the 2nd half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half.
This will make it into the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback.
And now trotting back out with the rest of his offensive mates, the big tight end. And some of his highlights here from this game, he's nearing 100 yards, partner.
And defensive worked so hard at how to try to slow down tight ends. It was a lot easier, partner, in the old days because when they just lined up on the line of scrimmage, you either put a defensive end or a linebacker over them and tried to body them so they couldn't get off the line of scrimmage easy.
And now?
Now, when they split out, detach from the line of scrimmage, you put a linebacker out there, they're often too elusive for them. Shake them and get into the secondary too easily before someone else can try and pick them up.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this 2nd half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Well, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. First possession of the second half now for Washington. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
2nd and a yard at the 47-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll drop to throw. And he finds Cook. And he's got this down to the 35. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to it back at the 40. Credit the sack there to Arden Key. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And they give this time to the tailback. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington.
Yeah, maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
And brought in by the tight end Cook.
The pass.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
13. Washington 6.
So here are the Raiders now to take over. Last week they defeated the Broncos, and they've got the lead here as well as they work with a 1st and 10. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Back to throw here. And Waller taking it in over the middle.
The pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 7 yards there and a first down. Fournette. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Jacobs now.
And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line.
14, 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And he knocks it through. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They can't quite pick him. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there.
Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate.
He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Lets this go for Renfrow downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Once again, it's Jacobs. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. The Raiders on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 15.
And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Big hold to the 30. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And all the way up to the 37-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's caught on the right side by Robinson.
The pass.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Clelin Ferrell, he's the one one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. If you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now a throw here, hold in. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Washington on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington has made this a 1-score game. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
It's up and good, a 7-point margin. It's 20-13 now. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now back to throw.
Man open, that's Henry Ruggs.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
To Henry Ruggs. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Now this window is running back out of the backfield.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Josh Jacobs, the ball.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang up to the football and keep the clock ticking.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that.
why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a slant hold in by Ruggs. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Second and inches.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a carry for Jacobs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Here's Jacobs. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
That was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And the lead is up to 14. So that drive spans 13 plays. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now Washington
Down by 2 touchdowns. A little under a minute to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. They'll come out throwing here on first down. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. 11 yards there, first down.
McLaurin. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Washington.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation. regulation TD, but it was not to be. And time is run out now on this game.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Las Vegas,
it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Washington, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis.